Okay, it's very important here showing cattle. Why is that, and why is that important for the farming industry, and what role do shows play in that?
It's important for the individual breeders to show obviously they bring out their best cattle and they're able to show what each breed can become. And if they want to, for sales especially, if they want to sell some from their breed and promoting their breed, it's very important to show them. And probably the most interesting competition here this evening, with a nice bit of healthy rivalry, will be the Interbreed Championship. So I'll get the 3 judges to put their heads together, and we'll have the champion from each breed, and they'll come along and have an overall champion, male and female, of the show. And that's very important for the quality of for the public, not even the non-farming public, the farming people, to see the different breeds and what they can achieve with them.
You have a role here today. Could you tell me a little bit about the role you have here today?
The role we had started before today. There's a lot of work goes on before the show. You start back in February and you're asking and inviting judges to come from different parts of the country, and it's quite difficult for them to say whether they'll be available in June or not. But with goodwill, they all came today. So I have a girl from Ballina, County Mayo, judging the Anguses. I have a man from Tullamore in Offaly doing the limousines and Charlies, and I have a man from Armagh doing the Sementals, Herefords and Blues. Now, I'm very grateful to the 3 of them for coming the long distances to meet us today. So then we've had some meetings organising the classes and the prize money and envelopes and rosettes, and there's a lot of things go on in the behind the scenes.
And there's a lot of different categories here. How many categories would you say is here today?
I'd say we have upwards of 40 classes. So we start from the littlest calves to the more mature cows and bulls and everything in between. And then we're very interested in encouraging young people, young handlers, to get involved. So we have a class for under 13s and a class for under 17s, and they don't wait until they're 13. We have 4 and 5-year-olds showing today.
There's many different breeds here as well today. In your section, there's
Yes.
lots of them.
Yeah,
Tell me a little bit about
we
that.
have Anguses, Belgian Blues, Charlies, Limousines, Sementals, Herefords, and then we have a commercial section for the non-pedigrees.
Very good.
And a lot of entries in that section as well.
Very good. Well, the sun is shining, and thank you very much.
It's
Sarah.
been a beautiful morning for them. Yeah.
Very good. Thanks a million. Thank you for talking to us. You join us here at the dairy section, the dairy stock judging here at Clonakilty Agricultural Show. I'm here with the chairperson of the dairy section, that's Teresa Kirby here, and she'll tell us a little bit about her role here today.
Hi, thanks very much. Welcome to Clonakilty Show. My role, I'm lady chairperson of the dairy section, and at the moment we're judging the junior handlers. We have great entries today. The competition is absolutely amazing, so hopefully everybody will be happy and they will be safe.
Tell me a little bit about the categories here today. There's lots of different categories, lots of different classes here today.
Lots of different categories. We're starting out with the young handlers in the YMA section, and then we're moving up to the heifer class, and then we're going on to the heifer and calf, and then we're into the dairy milkers. So we have the Dubliner cheese class, which is hugely popular, and so we're hoping for big wins today in West Cork down here, Clonakilty.
Very good, and I suppose there's an importance here in showing cattle. I suppose you could tell us a little bit about how important it is that farmers show cattle and things like that.
Today now is a great day. Everybody is exhibiting their own breed of cattle, and the Holstein Friesians and the Jerseys are down here, and a lot of work has gone in all week between clipping and getting ready and getting the cattle well mannered so that everybody will be safe. But yeah, just an awful lot of work has gone into everybody here.
And the weather is very good here today as well.
The weather is fabulous. We had a great week getting ready. Silage and everything, fingers crossed, is up to speed, and everybody's taking a day off to come to Clonakilty Show.
Teresa, thanks a million for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
I'm in the poultry tent now at the moment. I'm with Jern Knowles, and he's just going to tell us about the different classes about the poultry.
Hi there, how are you? The poultry today was actually very, very high today here in Clonakilty. There was lots of exhibits here from all over around West Cork and North Cork. So the classes today, there was actually like the ducks, there was the hard feather, soft bantam hard feather, bantam soft feather. The true bantam was a very good class today. The large light heavyweight soft feather, and the crossbreds were actually very, very high again today. So it was actually a great turnout here today in Clonakilty.
And Ger, how do you get involved in poultry and kind of exhibiting at shows?
That is a good question. You actually just go to the to agricultural websites, or else go into like Cork shows next Sunday, which is a 2-day event, but the poultry is actually on the Sunday. Bandon show was last Sunday, and that was a huge success. And thanks to Anne Crowley and Bandon. And for a great work next weekend is Barbara Miller, who is in Cork show next weekend. Barry Rowe show is the week after. So that is basically how you actually get through it, is just going to the Irish Shows Association and look at the catalogue. And when you see, like, there is lots of like letters of A, B, C, and D, and E, and I think it's in for poultry, and that's basically how you know the classification, if they have it or not. Or just basically ring any show and ask them, are they doing poultry, and they will say yes or no.
What is the poultry scene like, Sojer?
The poultry scene is basically it is good and high. Like Bandon had over 134 birds. Cork show hopefully will have an extra 100. Hopefully we'll have. We're aiming for the 100 anyway. And here today, I think there was about 80, which was here today. But overall, it is very warm, and it is getting very tough for the birds to be in cages. But overall, the standard is still high.
So we have Patrick, Emma and Tim here with the sheep, and they've actually just won the champion sheep there. So tell us about your entries.
Yeah, what did you bring now?
I bring Charlie's.
For Charlie, Yo,
yeah.
Yes.
Yo.
And the Yo lamb.
And the Yo lamb
And another Yo.
and the Yo.
Yeah.
And what did you bring, Patrick?
I brought Texas.
Oh, Texas. They haven't been done yet.
No.
Lucy?
And Lucy?
This is Lucy, and she has scratches. One second out. Lucy has scratches. Look, these are her scratches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a whole family effort.
Whole family effort.
Yeah.
And this is your first time, is it, exhibiting here in Clonakilty?
No, this is our second time.
Second
we were
time.
here last
okay.
year, so this is our second
Brought
time.
back again.
Yes, brought back again.
Oh, brilliant.
So we're hoping to do good.
Well, you're coming home with a load of rosettes anyway, so
Okay.
that's a great sign.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.